Thank you. To be honest, looking at the whole game now, if we were to get anything in this game, it was going to be in the first 20 minutes. Obviously, the game was stopped because of lightning. When we came back, we were no longer the same team. Obviously, Sundowns stepped up a little bit, and then their quality could be seen, and they gave us a lot of problems. They forced us to defend deeper than we had expected. The plan was to play on a medium to low block, but from the resumption of the game, they pushed us to deep into low block. But still, we had a plan. If they had forced us into low block, what we should do when we win the ball. And I think we just didn't do that. We just didn't have the confidence to rotate the ball and find the spaces. They pressed us and eliminated any chance of us building up or playing away from the press.
Okay, questions from the floor? Please introduce yourself.
Coach Lorenzo from the Press Times. In about the 69th, 70th minute, we could see that press from your team was just slowly but surely dying out. Was it just them running their socks off, or was it the tactical plan of just stopping to press in the final 20 minutes?
No, it was just us running out of steam. We tried to refresh the team. You see, when you play without the ball, you cover a lot of space, and you end up running a lot of miles. When you hold on to a ball just a little bit, then you can rest a little bit. So today, even though we played well without the ball in terms of closing all the spaces that they were wanting, but we just couldn't live up to our own expectation in terms of now turning the ball over and attacking the spaces. Because if you look at it, they have the space behind the centre backs, they have the space on the left, they have the space on the right. We just couldn't find the right connections to exploit the space.
Any other questions? Yes, starting from the back
then. Coach Maskepa from Power FM. Do you feel tonight you had somewhat of an impossible task, doing something that nobody else has managed to do so far? And also, does it make it a bit trickier when, before this game, Lodge was doing well, not scoring, and I'm just using him as an example to say the threat can come just about anywhere, where you can't have a bit of a slumber in a game against Sundowns.
Yeah, it was a mountain to climb. I wouldn't say it was impossible, but if you look at where they are, you look at where we are, you look at everything that they have, you look at everything that we have, then you learn to appreciate what you did tonight.
Coach, I have a question in South Africa. A similar question, just in reverse. When you get to around the 65th minute mark and you hold the team like Sundowns, and you know what this competition is about with all the upsets, do you begin to dream at that time, or do you also realize that, hey, there's a lot of firepower still coming from the Mamelodi Sundowns page that could quickly turn the game back into their favor?
Yes, it was the possibility was always there that they could step up the gear, they could introduce more quality, and as we made changes, we looked to be becoming weaker, which was frustrating us, because when we made substitutions, we were trying to refresh the team, and also trying to get fresh legs, and also trying to find new ideas, because the characteristics of the players are different. But all in all, I would say the stage was just a bit bigger for us, because the frustration was now we just lost the ball even when we were alone. Our players just couldn't hold on to the ball. I don't know what was happening inside their minds. But in the end, I just appreciate the effort.
Good evening, Coach. Karao from Supersport. Coach, I also just want to speak about the first 15-20 minutes where you looked like you really dominated some areas of the pitch. Upon the resumption of the game, and then that's where you started being a bit sluggish. What exactly was the challenge, or what exactly is it that you told them in that dressing room for them to not be able to continue with the same vein of form that they started in the first 15-20 minutes?
There were some moments in those 15-16 minutes. There were some moments when Sundowns found the pockets, because what they were looking for was the half spaces inside. They were not interested in going outside, and the plan was to manage the inside spaces. So we went into that break, and then we tried to reinforce that, and maybe in trying to do so, it programmed our players to sit deeper, or Sundowns decided to change and decided to step up their game. So there's a thin line between the two. Eventually, it goes down to the quality.
And we have the last question at the back.
Coach, my name is Cizia from Tanzania, sports journalist from GFM and Simo Dladla. Very good game today against Mamelodi. Very sorry for the losing match. So, what are your views about of today's match against Mamelodi?
Well, in the end, I have to appreciate the effort. I have to take a lot of positives. If coming into this game, we had played 4 games without conceding a goal, and it looked like we were going to emulate that, but the quality of Sundowns, got the better of us. But the positive is that we will not find a team like Sundowns in our league, and going into the last games, if we can defend like this and use the ball better, then we can win games.